I don't think Pimp would have accepted a Jay-Z verse to be of equal value to him. So let's just break this bread and be done with it. Pimp and Jay didn't really have a relationship in that sense.
Did Pimp C really have a tape of somebody in the industry that would break the internet? You look like you done seen it, Marvin. Marvin seen it.
At this hour, members of the hip-hop community are mourning the shocking death of well-known Port Arthur rapper Pimp C. Pimp C, who was born Chad Butler, was one half of the rap group UGK and was found dead this morning in a hotel room in Los Angeles.
His mom thinks he was poisoned, and there was someone with him when he passed who was a very shady, strange character. So there was actually a person.
Bun B finally opened up about something fans have been whispering about for years. The rumor of a private tape between Pimp C and Beyoncé. This story has been floating around forever, but nobody knew if the tape was real or what was actually on it. Bun B just gave a few details and hinted that this tape might have been one of the main reasons behind Jay-Z's issues with Pimp C. Now some fans believe it goes even deeper. They point out that Pimp C died on Jay-Z's birthday, and the circumstances never made full sense. The official cause was ruled accidental from health problems, but people, including Pimp's own mother, questioned that. She always believed her son was taken out. That could also explain why the rumored tape was deleted or never seen by the public. If Beyoncé was really involved, it would have been a major threat to Jay's empire. So what exactly did Bun say about this rumor? And how does it connect to Pimp C's death at 33? Let's break it down.
Hey man, look, miss me with the bush. You know what I'm talking about, man? You see me in the street, man, your jewelry looking funny. Hey man, just go the other way, man. We don't want to be around you, man.
There's this wild rumor about a private tape that allegedly involved Beyoncé and the late UGK legend Pimp C. Everyone knows Beyoncé is extremely protective of her image. If something like that came out, especially tied to someone like Pimp C, it could shake the industry. But this isn't just about her. The rumor also brings back questions about Jay-Z and Pimp's tension. Back in 2000, UGK worked with Jay-Z on Big Pimpin'. That song was everywhere, but behind the scenes, things were messy. Pimp wasn't the type to jump on a track just for attention. Reports say he wasn't feeling Jay at all, partly because of Jay's issues with Tupac. And the South was loyal to Pac. UGK's former manager, Greg Taylor, said there was a lot of back and forth. Dame Dash even offered UGK $1 million to do the song. But Pimp wasn't impressed. According to Taylor, when Pimp heard about the money, he suggested instead of taking it, they should give it to Tupac's mom, Afeni Shakur.
Because I knew y'all niggas at the house.
Right.
I was like, yo, I'm excited. I got $1 million. This is it. Rockefeller is the shit. Dame Dash is shit. I called Pimp and these niggas fight. So I calmed them down. And then once Pimp locked in, he was like, wait a minute, Rockefeller. Ain't that where Jay-Z at? I was like, yeah. And I didn't get the connection. I was like, he was like, tell him to take that check over to Tupac mama and give it to him for stealing all Tupac shit. And I'm like, what?
I put him on that Pac life, boy. he went, once I let him hear that Tupac, he went on his mission for me.
Pimp C was once on the phone, thinking it was just him and his people talking. But Jay-Z was secretly listening on the line and heard all the shade Pimp was throwing at him.
And you saying that Jay heard him say that, yo?
Yeah, Jay heard him. He heard him. Because I had to jump up and apologize for this nigga to clean that shit up quick. Because I was like, I didn't realize he was in the room. So when I seen Hov there, I was like, oh. And so I told him he had to come down and go see them and go talk to mama and go to lunch with, go to dinner with them and sit down and do it the right way, because that's just how Pimp did it. If you didn't sit down and eat dinner with him and his mama, he ain't gonna break bread with you. That was just the game. Like, that's how he was raised. He had studied music. He was different, man. He knew music from the Conservatory of Music of Art. He had studied from an orchestra standpoint. His mom had invested in his career. So to be who he was, so by the time people seen him, it was the counterculture of discovering hip hop and rap down there. And they were like a country version of Run DMC, him and Bun.
Great artists.
Or the
artists.
new Ghetto Boys. It was like Jay Prince had them as the new Ghetto Boys. That's what they were. And luckily, he moved to Atlanta. We was able to get him with Short, and Short just put the game down, and the rest was history.
Right.
So that caused a ruckus because when they missed the first 2 Jay-Z albums because of it. And the next time around, I knew not to call Pimp because him and Jazzy was beefing.
Eventually, Pimp C did agree to record Big Pimpin', but the truth is, he and Jay were never close. Bun B said it actually took some reverse psychology to convince Pimp to even consider doing the track. And even after the song became a hit, Pimp never really cared for it the way everyone else did. To him, it was just another record.
My project. I got paid to be on Big Pimp. We didn't have that relationship. And to be honest, I don't think Pimp would have accepted a Jay-Z verse to be of equal value to him. So let's just break this bread and be done with it.
Right.
And to be honest, Pimp and Jay didn't really have a relationship in that sense. There was a lot of mutual respect, but Hov and I were always close. You know what I'm saying? I ended up getting a feature. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But no, it was really just about, like, we worked very hard to get where we are, and we're successful now for being purely who we have always said we were, Riding Dirty. Most critically acclaimed album we ever released, gold album, not one music video. You know what I'm saying? And to get to that point and to possibly, in his mind, throw it all away, because this dude want to pay you some money to do a verse on a beat that you would never rap to. You know what I'm saying? It just seemed like a lot, and it took a lot to kind of bring him back around to the idea of being a part of it, to the point where I just like reverse psychology. Like, fuck it, don't do it then, fuck it. Like, don't even worry about it, fuck it, we ain't gonna do it. I'm just telling me we ain't gonna do it, you don't wanna do it, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? All right, Pee-wee, fuck it, I'm gonna do it, man. No, not in that sense. I mean, he was glad it worked out, but Big Pimpin' was not like in his top 10 YouTube songs. Like,
He didn't even want to do another one.
This is where things get messy. There's a rumor that Pimp C hooked up with Beyoncé before she was officially with Jay. Some insiders even claimed Pimp and B made a private tape together.
Did Pimp C really have a tape of somebody in the industry that would break the internet? You look like you done seen it, Marvin. You done seen it. Marvin seen it.
Tell him who it is.
Hey, man, tell him who it is. I wish we still trying to find out who was in this Pimp C tape.
All I can tell you, there was a famous R&B chick, and it was a guy that was getting money at the time. And, you know, Pimp, he used to be in the studio. And every now and then he'd have a camcorder, so he was able to get some footage. And he wanted to do something with the footage, but I don't know why he didn't do nothing with it, but if I could have got a hold of that tape, I'd be a billionaire, man. Hey, whoever it was, they went to kill me, man. I know TMZ would have paid a bank for that one, man. But yeah, it is a tape, and if you read the comments, a lot of people figured out.
It's no secret that Jay was very controlling with Beyoncé early in their relationship. Bun B even said Jay once kicked him and Slim Thug out of the Check on It video shoot because Beyoncé's outfit was too revealing.
Well, we'll let Bun B tell it. Here's what he said happened.
This is also in the earliest stages of Jay-Z and Beyoncé as a couple. And so we're on the set and we're filming the video. And if you look at the video, there's a lot of kind of skimpy outfits. Right. And Queenie's there also. So it's not like I'm like sitting there salivating over another woman. And Jay-Z calls. And he's like, yeah, how's the video going? Oh, it's going good. Or, are the guys there? Yeah, they're there. You know, it's them and some of their homies. He's like, wait a minute, how many dudes are there? And so she's like, oh, it's about 9 or 10 guys, I guess, over there. Where are they now? They're in here, they're in the soundstage, they're watching her film. What is she wearing? They describe the outfit, and he's like, yo, clear the room. I guess Beyoncé gets wind of the call. She comes up, and she apologizes. I'm so sorry you guys had to leave the room, but Jay's not comfortable. And we're like, no, we understand fully, right?
And then there's the story that Jay had Case's Happily Ever After video, which featured Beyoncé, taken down from YouTube.
Why you can't find Case's Happily Ever After video with Beyoncé? Well, I'm gonna put it like this. Jay-Z probably made some phone calls and they had that video removed because allegedly Beyoncé was 17 years old when she was in this video.
So you can imagine Jay's reaction if he found out Pimp had been with Beyoncé before him, and worse, if a private tape existed. This is where things get darker. Around the same time the industry was buzzing about that rumored tape, Pimp C suddenly died on Jay-Z's birthday. Here's how it happened. In early December 2007, Pimp was staying at the Mondrian Hotel in West Hollywood. He was working on new music and preparing for a show with Too Short. On the morning of December 4th, he was supposed to fly home to Texas, where his wife Chinera and cousin Ed were waiting at the airport. When they didn't hear from him, Chinera called the hotel. Staff checked his room and found Pimp unresponsive. He was pronounced dead at just 33 years old. The coroner ruled it accidental, blaming heavy lean use and sleep apnea. But DJ Paul from 3-6 Mafia later said Pimp's manager saw the hotel room and claimed it looked like it had been shot up.
Rick called me like Sunday night or something. Pimp was over my house Friday night, Saturday morning. He called me like Sunday night or Monday morning or something. He's like, I got something to tell you. And I was like, what? And he's like, let me make sure it's true, and I'm gonna call you back. I'm finna go to Pimp's hotel, but something happened. And I'm like, what happened? He's like, they wouldn't tell me on the phone. They said they'd tell me in person, see security when I get there. And he went in there and saw Pimp C's body. Pimp C was still in there. He said Pimp C was like, he was laying down like he was praying. And but it was blood all over the bed, like he threw it up, but they thought he had been shot in the head. You know, they didn't know what the hell happened because there was blood all over the bed, but he was kneeled down like he had been praying. And the candles had been burnt all the way down. So they knew he had probably been dead for like a day or something because he always lit these candles to help him sleep. Because I think he had sleep apnea, so he always lit these big tall candles. And well, that candle would be burnt all the way down. They were like, he must have been dead for a while.
Well, his mom believes he was murdered, and she basically breaks down the reasons why she believes that. I couldn't really. There's some circumstantial evidence that might make me think that, but as far as like physical evidence, I had some other people review the autopsy report and things like that, and they didn't really come to a solid conclusion as far as, you know, any foul play or things like that. But a lot of people have heard that he died of a codeine overdose, which is not true at all. That was actually, you know, the day he passed, or the day that the results of the tests and whatnot were not announced. The coroner said, you know, he did not overdose. And then you had all these newspapers that said that he did overdose. So that was just irresponsible media that came up with that story. But the official story was that he had sleep apnea, which is a condition which can make it hard for you to basically stop breathing in your sleep. And the story was that he took some codeine, which prevented his body from waking up the way that it normally would. So it feasibly could have happened that way, but there are some alternate theories which I kind of explore in the book. His mom thinks he was poisoned, and there was someone with him when he passed who was a very shady, strange character. So there is actually a person of interest, according to his mother, that she believed had something to do with his death. So I wasn't able to really definitively come to a conclusion, but I've laid out all the facts, and people can kind of decide for themselves. And